of Grobnik, Croatia, the land of sky blue water. Oh, wait, that's Ham's beer. I forget.
From the land of sky blue water.
Remember that commercial?
Yeah, heck yeah.
That was good, huh?
Almost like Alka-Seltzer.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's go to the land that time forgot. Wherever he is, that's where it is. Yeah, the town slogan is still, duh. Nah, not Silver Springs, but somewhere. If Aaron lives in it, you know it's got to be that way. On line 3, it's brought to you by Monsanto. It's Aaron. Hey, Aaron. What's up?
What's going on?
Hey, you know what? I just got some breaking news coming out of Santa Monica. Traffic, you have to be careful down there today. My drop-dead gorgeous friend, Varone Shea from Malaysia, has arrived in Santa Monica this morning, so be careful driving around down there because she is so good-looking, you will do a double take and get whiplash.
I thought you were going to say she's a bad driver.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I don't know anything about her driving, but all I know is she will stop traffic. She's that good-looking, and, oh, by the way, she's walking around with her daughter, so you got a double mint thing going on there today.
Oh, it's one of my fantasies. Mm-hmm.
I'm working on having her come up and maybe bring her to the station. We could talk a little bit about Malaysia. She is scheduled to go to Vegas right now, but she'll be here through July, so we'll see what happens.
Oh,
maybe she
okay.
can get up here and say hello to us.
Sure.
I got some wild preservation news going on in the property preservation industry, and of course, all the sources, they're conditions of anonymity, because if they speak out in this industry, they get blackballed, so nobody wants to put their name out there. But BLM, REO, they're having difficulty completing work orders in the New York, New Jersey area, and it's being reported that there's behind thousands of work orders on routine maintenance, grass cuts, and another company out of New Jersey, NFN, it's being reported that they owe almost $5 million in payment to labor, and of course that this is a second go round for this company, and I got a feeling it's going to break them, and they're going to end up going belly up. And if you are working with either one of those companies right now, and you have money owed to you, you need to start leaning properties and take legal proceedings to start collecting money before they go into a bankruptcy situation, and you get nothing.
Labor's usually paid first.
Well, that's just it. In this particular industry, there's a 30-day window before labor gets paid.
Okay.
And, yeah, and it just opens up all kinds of quagmires. And, again, there's information on the website, folks out there. If you need information on a lien, how to file a lien, a mechanic's lien, to get paid, Z-Lien, Scott Wolf over at Z-Lien, great guy, great organization, and they'll help you get squared away, and they're relatively inexpensive. So, has anybody ever heard of a website called GMO Answers?
Nope.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know about anybody out there how you would like your children educated, but on GMO Answers, I am proud to say, this is a badge of honor for me, I have been banned from the website. Any idea why?
How do they ban you from a website?
Because you're such a fan of GMO.
I cannot comment because the scientists that answer your questions work for Bayer, Dow, Agrochemical, Monsanto, ConAgra, Syngenta. They're all scientists, but they answer your questions. And ladies and gentlemen, this is how they are brainwashing society and the world right now, because they're teaching little Susie and Johnny that GMOs are safe, while now there is a new study out. Where is that real quick? Dr. What is her name? Judy Carman has, she's out of the University of Adelaide in Australia. Our findings are noteworthy for several reasons. First, we found the results in real on-the-farm conditions, not in laboratory, but they tested pigs. They've been studying pigs, and of course their digestive system very similar to ours.
So are their
There's
hearts.
problems. Right. There's problems with the pigs. If there's problems with the pigs, if this GMO food is hurting the pig, you're eating the pig, you're hurting your child. And you have, you're putting, it baffles me. It really does baffle me how somebody can put a website up called GMOanswers.com And yet, when somebody tries to put something in there, and I just basically asked, my question was, are the studies coming out now that should have been done 20 years ago legitimate? That was my question. You know, we're finding out 20 years after the fact that you guys have been lying to us. Is it true? They banned me from the website.
Did they send you something and say you are hereby banned?
Oh, I had a pop-up showed up. You were banned from commenting, is what it said.
Yep.
Oh, banned from commenting, but you can still go on.
And your IP, I can still go get information off the website, but I cannot comment on their website.
Can't you be somebody else like Dennis Romeo?
No, you have to go to a different computer.
Oh, you
Exactly. They cracked the IP address.
Now, have they done
But,
any studies on whale blubber and GMO?
You know what? I haven't seen any of that yet, but you know that would be very entertaining. If you found a GMO something in whale blubber, you know we have a problem.
Yeah, I would I would think so. Although I did see a special on Japan, and you know they have undersea gardens where they harvest this particular seaweed or something, and it's like $60 a pound.
That's why the sushi's so good over there.
I mean,
and not only that, but seaweed. There's a lot of nutrients in seaweed. Speaking of nutrients, one of the superfoods that they call is turmeric, and it has what they're classifying as a super nutrient, curcumin, curcumin, and it's supposed to just be off the charts for and maybe Dr. Forsythe might have information on that for people, but it's supposed to lower risk of cancer, heart disease, Alzheimer's. Help maintain normal blood sugar, bad cholesterol, and stuff like that. Help strengthen the immune system. So, but if anybody wants information on that, curcumin, curcumin, fullspectrumformula.com. They have a bunch of information over there. Somebody asked me the other day about what happened with the MAM, March Against Monsanto. I am getting ready to interview a guy that does, he did a little podcast down there, and he actually talked to somebody that was the counter protest, and the guy said, we have been paid by Monsanto. So I'm getting ready to interview this guy, and hopefully we'll get some more information out on that. Yeah.
Well, if they want to pay me, we'll do that. Hey, Monsanto, sponsor this show.
It's like, it's kind of, I just don't understand how, if you really want to understand what's going on in the world, go get a high school history book right now and look at that history book and think about what it says. I mean, we all grew up in the 60s, the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Go back and read these history books and see what they're saying about the time we grew up and see how accurate it is. That's how our children are being educated. I was appalled at what I saw and what I read about the 60s and 70s in a recent history book, a high school history book that is in circulation today.
Well,
Well, Jim tried to do that, and I said, well, is this accurate? And he goes, I don't remember. he didn't remember a lot of that period, so.
What? I don't remember the question.
Yeah.
What is it?
Was there GMO in that stuff you were smoking, or what?
I think it was
hey, you know what? That's an area that kind of would worry me. I don't think I'd want these people in the medical marijuana arena at all.
Oh, heck no. They tuned down the THC.
Oh, yeah. No kidding.
They toned it down, man.
Well,
I just had that would be insane to me.
But they could fine-tune it, though. I mean, they could get it right.
Oh, boy, howdy, huh?
I mean, every plant would be identical to the next plant with the same concentration of everything. I mean, that would be what you would call quality control. That might be one of the few things that it might be good for.
Yeah.
Actually.
I refer a lot of times to the Monsanto propaganda machine, and this is what I'm talking about. We all know Penn and Teller, the big guy, Penn Jillette.
Yeah.
He was asked a question on the Blaze, on an interview on the Blaze, and it was a sideways question, came in out of nowhere. What's your take on the GMO food issue? This guy, there's another guy out there named Degassi, and this guy is off the charts intelligent. He is a rocket scientist. He's an astrophysicist. That's his profession. They both gave almost word for word the same frickin' answer. And I was just like, huh? There is no way that these two people are on the same intellect level. but their answer was identical. Oh, people have been going around for years, rubbing flowers together and genetically modifying our food. There were no sweet apples. There were no sweet... And they both said the same thing. And I saw both these interviews a year and a half apart. So there's no way you cannot tell me that Monsanto is not feeding people and paying people to be an inadvertent spokesperson on this GMO issue. There's absolutely no way.
Oh, they could
not when those two people come up with the same answer.
They could send us a script and everything. We'd read it.
Yeah, but it's pretty much the same thing that you've said before.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was almost like when I saw this guy Degassi say the same thing, I was like, are you kidding me? That is a scripted. Not only was the answer scripted, but the question had to be. I mean, the way everything was framed, it was the same question to both people. Well, and so there's no way around it. There's a brainwashing going on.
If they think that Sean and Penn and Sean or whatever,
Penn and Teller,
Penn and Teller,
Penn Jillette is the guy that made that comment.
If they really think that so many people are going to live on bated breath, what he says, I mean, then let him pay him. Because
you know what?
I never take the guy serious.
He said something that disturbed me, and I find it very disturbing when Penn Jillette said this. Anybody who does not like GMO and is not for GMO technologies has never seen a starving kid. Well, I'm sorry, Monsanto preached, we're going to feed the starving children of the world. We have 16 million of them going hungry in this country alone. When are they going to start feeding them?
Yeah.
That's my question.
Yeah.
When are you going to start feeding these hungry children? I'm sorry. You've lied to us for 25 years. Get off it and let's move on.
Well, they're starting next week, okay? Next week.
Is that what they're doing? Is it going to be next week?
I just got a text from them, and they said we're going to start next week.
Only if it makes you happy.
Yeah, only if it makes you happy, though, Aaron. They'll do it.
Well,
next week.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to make me happy, but it might make that kid happy not going to bed hungry tonight.
All right. Well, we got to wrap this hour up. I apologize to Seal, who's holding on line 6, but we're going to get her up first thing after the top of the next hour. But, Aaron, how do we contact you? And you have a good weekend, man.
Hey, 775-230-9915 on the World Wide Web, folks. It's www.Alidate LLC, Property Preservation Information, foreclosurepedia.org. It's gorgeous up here at the ranch already. Going to be a great weekend, folks. Let's have a good time. Let's all be safe out there.
Thank you.
All righty. Let's be safe out there. Let me get Seal on just for a second, okay? Seal, are you there?
Oh, I'm here.
All right. Now, we're not going to start a conversation with you. We just want to let you know that we appreciate you holding over. We're coming up to the top of the hour, but we're going to get you up first as soon as we're done with the news next hour, okay?
Okay, all right.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Seal. Bye-bye. That's Seal holding on line 6. We love her.
She's
She's
not to love.
great lady. So, yeah, what?
She's in town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's the kick.
Yeah, she lives in town. She's the one that, remember when Reno was? And,
Yeah.
And you and I have both been here a long time, and we go, yeah, we do remember that.
She's the kick, yeah.
She is a kick. But, wow, first 2 hours, gone, man. They are gone.
Getting closer to the bewitching hour.
And I want to thank you again for yesterday's hate mail. Those you know who you are. And no, I cannot do that.
It's not one of his ex-wives, so he's really happy about it. And
no,
it's my first.
Yes, no, I won't do that. And no, that's not anatomically possible. So I just want to let him know out there that we appreciate your mail. And that means you're listening, so good for you.
Yeah, but
this is AM News. Second hour's gone, but we'll be back with the third half hour.
See ya.